25 years, next level gear.
1, 2, 3.
Nice. Welcome to another episode of Knives and Tools Loves Next Level Gear. Today we have a very special guest, Ryan from CRKT. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your role within CRKT?
Yes, yeah. So again, my name is Ryan. I've been with CRKT for almost 12 years. Seems
Nice.
like that's a long time.
Nice.
That's a long time. So I've always been outdoor enthusiast, born and raised in Portland, Oregon.
Good.
So a lot of great hiking, camping, fishing, hunting, backpacking, overlanding is in my community.
Yeah.
So I got my first pocket knife, I think at 6 years old. Always loved pocket knives.
Which one do you remember?
It was a custom pocket knife that my uncle got me at how do you call it? Like they were selling guns and knives and like backpacks in Phoenix, Arizona. I was just walking it with my uncle.
Like a fair?
Like a fair, yeah. And I saw this knife on the table. It was turquoise. And I was like,
Sketched your eye.
yeah, I was like, I want that.
Yeah.
And then he bought it for me and I didn't tell my mom. And so I packed it in my bag, I flew home. And then I showed her and she was like she couldn't say no anymore because I was attached to it. So in a weird way, I've always loved knives since I was 6 years old, thanks to my uncle. He was a big hunter. And then, there's an opportunity at CRKT. I started out kind of at the bottom and I've just kind of worked my way up over the past 12 years. Love the product, love the company. We're a family-owned company. So, it feels like a community and like a family, right? And obviously we make great product.
One of the things I think CRKT is really successful in is all the different designers you work with as well. So I have some small selection of products here that are kind of our main sellers. So I want to go over them just a little bit, talk maybe about the design, any problems, or the general process of making the knife.
Yep.
So I think this is the CEO, the 2.0 already.
You are right. Yeah, this is the CEO Flipper. It is designed by Richard Rogers. He is a great knife designer for us. And he came out with the original CEO which had the thumb stud. Yeah. So you kind of have to flick it.
It was a little bit thicker, I think, as well.
It had very similar, but just a little bit, the specs are a little bit different. However, the thumb stud was a little polarizing because some people couldn't open it right away. Yeah. So it made sense to put a flipper on it because most people know how to use a flipper tab.
Exactly.
You just simply push down there.
Use.
Push down there with your index finger and flip it right open. It has IKBS in the ball bearing, so it's running on ball bearings, which is super smooth.
It's really smooth.
Just a great folding knife. You can slide it in your shirt coat, so it looks kind of discreet. Doesn't look like a knife necessarily in your pocket. This has been one of our top sellers ever since we released it. A couple different iterations, different colorways. We also have smaller versions. We have a compact and a micro flipper.
I think was it a bright yellow one as well at some point?
We did have one that kind of looked like a banana.
Nice.
Yeah, it's actually called the bamboo color. So that had the thumb stud. And then we have a micro flipper, which is a couple different colorways, like in a blue, kind of like a rose, white goldy color. But this is our top seller as well in the series. Yeah. I mean, what's not to like about it?
If you love sleek design, it's perfect.
Yep, exactly.
For sure. And of course, it's also kind of the EDC, which is quite popular here in Europe. The whole EDC movement.
Yep.
Talking about that, one that's popular for EDC as well is the Squid.
Yes.
This is the flipper assisted.
Yep.
Also comes in many different iterations. I think recently you also made a button lock version with different colors as well.
Yeah. So a button lock just came out in 2025. So knife designer is Lucas Burnley. He's one of my dear friends, great guy. He lives about 3 hours from us in Bend, Oregon, which is probably one of my favorite places in the world. So I try to go there as much as possible and get to hang out with him. And then the scenery is amazing, next level. So he's got a shop there. Came out with the Squid 10 years ago, the original little Squid. Great entry-level EDC. So somebody just getting into knives, this is a great design.
Nice and
just
small.
because, small, compact,
Yeah.
easy to use. This version is assisted opening. So you got your finger tab flipper. You can open it that way, or you got your traditional thumb stud for opening as well.
Also really smooth. Does it have the ball bearings as well?
Yeah, so nothing not to like about this. Just great entry level.
Solid frame look.
Solid frame lock, yeah. So you can see here that the frame is actually locking up the blade. Shoot, 8 different variations probably now of the Squid. And again, when we have good sellers, we like to build on those good sellers, right?
Of course,
so
yeah, why not?
It makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, we also have like a black stonewash version of this. We have different colors. We have like a small compact one that has like a bright orange color. So yeah, Lucas is killing it, and we have job Lucas.
Shout out.
So yeah, this is the Squid.
Perfect. Yeah,
Great
I would bring more, but the table is quite small. So
Yeah.
so many beautiful products. Then of course we have the Minimalist series, I believe.
Yes.
Which is very distinctive with the handle.
Yep.
The finger grooves.
Yep.
I chose this blade style, the compound grind.
Yeah, it's very unique. Like you mentioned, the handle is what makes it the Minimalist.
Okay.
Alan Foltz is the knife designer. And have you heard the story of how this knife came about?
No, please.
It's kind of crazy. So he doesn't like to have any piece of steel go to waste.
Yeah.
And so he had a piece of steel that, if you imagine, this side also had a piece of steel. So it had holes punched out in the middle of the steel like this.
Yeah.
And he looked at it, and then he was like, what if I just cut that right down the middle? I think that would fit my fingers. So literally just, the steel was that big on either side. He just cut it straight down the middle, and he held it with his fingers, and then obviously smoothed it out, and then he decided I can put a blade on this. And so that's just kind of the concept of his crazy artistic mind.
So original. Yeah.
I'm gonna cut out this, and it's gonna be finger grooves. And then since we built on that story, or on the knives rather, but that story just kind of carries on every time I see this knife. And not a lot of people know that story, which is pretty cool. This is the katana version. So kind of looks like a mini sword. And obviously has a really unique grind there.
Yeah.
We also have like a cleaver version, we have a Bowie version.
I was just about to say the different blade styles are very unique on this series.
Yeah, so this is the Foltz design Minimalist. So really neat.
Great.
Yeah. And then also comes with a sheath as well. What's great about the Minimalist, you can carry it on your neck like a neck knife. Also comes with a clip. Okay. So you can carry it, scout carry it on your hip. Yeah. Really use it for a lot of different applications. A lot of people, like blue collar carpenters, electricians, use this a lot in the States. Yeah. For cutting really anything. Also great for outdoor use as well.
Sure.
So,
and is there a special reason behind the green handle? It's kind of the well, it started with the green handle. There's a black version. Yeah. Also the blue one, the Cthulhu, I believe.
Yeah, the Cthulhu. Yeah, and the that has that like squid monster
on the blade.
Truthfully, I don't know why that started out green. That is something I don't know. I could probably lie, but I'm not gonna lie.
Please don't. No, I was just interested.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it looks good.
That's for sure. Yeah, for sure. Cool. Perfect. Thank you. Then I'd like to go to the M16 series. It's just a more tactical style blade. Is it with the Deadbolt logo, I believe?
Yes. Yeah. This has the Deadbolt. So the M16. This is what we say keeps our lights on in our building. This is
the main.
Because we have 33 to 35 different variants currently in line of our M16. Yeah. A lot of LE military people carry this knife. This is, like you said, the Deadbolt version. So this is the big dog. This is our largest M16 with a Tonto point, and you can see here that the Deadbolt, it's actually a lug that goes through the liner. So one goes through the liner blade and liner, and the other one goes through the liner and blade, so it locks up like a bolt. Yeah. So you can see there, you just simply push down there, and it just locks.
Really sturdy.
Like a bolt. Yeah, so indestructible. Done a lot of field testing, and the blade is cracked before the lock has actually failed. Yeah,
You tested it.
Yeah, we tested it. Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Nice.
And then this one has a more robust clip than some of the other M16s with the Deadbolt lock. So
I
yeah,
think
this is
mostly black and tan colors.
Yeah, black and tan. Try to be tactical.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not a whole lot of loud and crazy colors. Just more.
Not yet.
Not yet. Hey, that could be in the line. Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. So that's our one of our M16s.
Perfect. Staying a little bit in the tactical side, but
Yeah, very tactical.
also very original. I'll let you open it. I'll let you do the honors.
Yeah.
The
So
Provoke series.
yeah. This is
My
the
personal
original
favorite as well.
Yeah, this is the original. We have a lot of different models now with the Provoke. So I'll show you how to open it. Index finger, put it through the hole, and then you simply push down here with your thumb, pop it out like that.
So fast.
Yep. And then this, we have the lock right there. So you just push down there, and then that's how it folds back up in on itself. So at the time, it was the only folding karambit in the market for safety purposes that folds back up in on itself rather than over the fingers.
Okay.
And so, you have here, and then you just push on here with your thumb. That's how you deploy the Provoke. This is still one of our top sellers. We have a bunch of different variations now. Also, it's really cool. You got your pocket clip right here.
Really original pocket clip.
Yeah, slides in the pocket, zero profile pocket clip. So super snug. And then that sounds really good too.
It sounds really good, goes really fast.
Yeah.
And I also like that you made an EDC version with a drop point blade.
Yes, yeah.
Which is more, I think European friendly as well.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Sounds like you know a lot about our product.
Well, I'm the content marketer.
Okay.
I put products online as well. So
Okay.
I've put some CRKT products online as well. And we always test them ourselves too. We always measure them ourselves and play with them, let's say.
Yeah, okay.
So of course, I've been eyeballing the Provoke for quite a while now.
Okay.
Still haven't bought one yet.
You haven't pulled the trigger?
You can cut that one. But it's especially the uniqueness, the originality of the opening mechanism is just something that tickles my fancy quite a bit.
Good.
Talking about the Provoke, I believe you have a new product in the Provoke.
Wow, how do you know?
Almost like we planned it.
Yeah. So this is going to be a new release coming at the back half of 25, the Provoke X. So this is my prototype. I love this thing. So I've been carrying this thing around.
The X or the X?
Yeah, X.
X.
Provoke X.
X.
Yeah,
X.
X. Yeah, not X. Well, it is an X too.
Oh.
But yeah. So safety right here. Push down here on the safety, and then you flick out with your wrist.
Crazy.
And it pops right open. So it is a folding hatchet, tomahawk, axe.
Yeah.
Pocket friendly, slides right in the pocket, does have a pocket clip so you can put it in your pocket. And then very similar to the M16 you have on the table, has a deadbolt lock. So you push right there and you can see that is pushing out against here, collapses right in on itself, and then the safety re-engages.
Clicks back. Okay.
Yeah, so then I'll show again. Push down here on the safety, deployment.
Crazy.
Insane. So Joe Caswell design, he did our original Provoke, and this has gone viral. One TikTok video alone, one of our partners, she has 6 million views on this thing. Just one video. We just need to get this thing into market because it is. We get emails all the time. When is the X coming out? It is coming out later this year.
Pushing up the production a little bit.
Yeah, we're tweaking it. We were doing some field testing. I actually can see there. I was field testing it 2 weeks ago. We got our final prototype in the sales team, so it was 5 of us. We were just hammering on a piece of wood as hard as we could.
I was about to ask, how sturdy is it?
Nothing happened. No chip in the blade, no lock fail, 0. I hit it a total of 75 times. I went 35 times in a row, and I nicked the end of the table with my finger, and I started bleeding. But I was
So it's user fault, not product's fault.
Yeah, exactly. It was always user fault. Yeah, that happens a lot. But it was really cool because with our products, we actually get to field test them ourselves, and then we can go out and sell it with confidence, right?
Yeah.
So I just welded as hard as I could, and nothing happened. I was out of breath.
Nice.
Just give it a little flick, kind of with your wrist, a little lower. Yep.
Here?
You had a good handle, and just flick it straight down.
Yeah. Nice. That feels so cool.
Against that with your other finger. So push there. There you go. Yep. And then the safety re-engages.
It took me a while to figure it out last time as well.
Yeah.
It's so cool. You have any personal favorites? EDC doesn't have to be a CRKT knife.
Okay. So as far as my EDC, this knife isn't very popular anymore, but I carried the Polar, which was the original Polar, designed by Jesper out of Denmark, actually. Okay. I carried that thing for probably like 2 years.
Nice.
It's just like a little small pocket knife, European friendly. That knife was like one of my favorites. I would carry like 2 or 3 knives at a time, but that was like my go-to.
Jesper makes great knives.
Yeah, man, I love
great designs.
Love that knife. I still have it, but since then I started carrying the CEO. And then one that was like a key partner release that isn't, I guess, too popular, is we only did like a 500 unit run, was Ken Onion design. It was called the Stylist, very similar to the CEO. It's like kind of smaller, sleeker knives.
Yeah.
Doesn't take up a whole lot of space, but I do carry sometimes 2 or 3 knives. So,
fair enough.
You know,
yeah, cool.
But yeah,
perfect.
It's hard. It's like picking your favorite child, right?
It's hard to do.
It's very hard to do.
I have quite a few as well now, so I wouldn't be able to choose a favorite as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So fair enough. Well, thank you for your time. I would like to show you the Experience Center.
That's why I flew all the way out here to see it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Yep.